this is basically a mini game, endless game, where you have people wanting to go from one station to the next, and you create lines to make them go from one place to the next. So see, I have a little square person, which will want to go to the square station. The triangle will want to go to the triangle. And basically you will build a line between each thing. I've got 3 lines at the moment, and I have 2 coaches, and you basically need to maintain this for as long as you can go without having the station being overrun for too long. And one thing I love about this as well is if you listen, basically the music is actually just each unique sound of the person coming in or getting off the coach, and it's just very soothing. The metro system in Paris is definitely not relaxing for me. More anxiety overload. I will agree with you on that. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And at the same time, one thing I noticed last time I came home, actually, and I'm French, right? And I'm from, like, around Paris. I should know this better than anyone. But basically, depending where you get off in the same station, depending what line you're in, the name is different. If you're not French, if you're not from Paris, how are you meant to know this? You can't. You have to know, right? And so, Gare du Nord, which is the station you get in when you're coming from the Eurostar, if you're taking one type of train, it's called Paris Nord. If you're taking another train, it's called Magenta. And if you're good, how are you meant to know this? You simply cannot. So that would make you go insane. But this is London. You see, this is the river. I live in London. I'm on the southern side of the river. But so this game, you have to have some sort of strategy so stuff doesn't get overrun, which I'm sometimes very good at, sometimes terrible. So see, for instance, this line I'd say is pretty crap because I've got 3 circle stations, which means they will probably want to go everywhere else. Okay, new locomotive, and let's pick another carriage. So I probably need to go there so that I don't have to make a change here between both lines, otherwise we're gonna get annoyed. I've taken traveling by car only or walk. The thing is that I think there are cities you can't use the car, or if you do, it's just a nightmare because you'll take 3 times as much time. I'm rubbish with the metro system. I've given up trying. So I'd say in London, if you try to take the car, it will take you a minimum of twice as much time. So I used to live here, right? And I can't remember. I think I moved once from above the river to below the river. That was so complicated. Hold on, that's a bad one. Circle should be here. That was so complicated because there's no a tunnel. The tunnels are not everywhere, right? I think there's a tunnel here, there's a tunnel there. Going from here to here, which takes 5 minutes if you're doing this by train, was a minimum of 40 minutes by car. Doesn't really make you want to take the car. It's a nightmare. Should I do like a circular, like that? Go, because that one then stops. Does that make sense? Is that? Hold on. Circle, circle. It's balanced. And I messed up. No, maybe not. Hold on. That way. And then move that one here. Does that make more sense? I don't know. French driving is an adventure for sure, like gently pushing another car so you're able to park in a spot where you clearly shouldn't. Yay! And swearing. Remember to swear, otherwise you're not really a French person. I think the worst driving I've ever had was back when I was living in China, because the lanes, you sometimes have like 6 lanes or like 8 lanes, and when you're in the middle, it's terrifying And I remember once having a friend saying, "Oh, I'll drive you on my bike on a 6-lane." And I was terrified. It was really, really scary, to be honest. Probably should not have done that. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna do that. Remove the yellow from here. There we go. Remove it from here as well. Smaller line, and I'm gonna add a carriage. A carriage or... no, another. There we go, another. So a guy attempted to do that with my car, and I was like, if you touch my car, you're dead. That's another way to do it. Okay, great. So we've got a square. So let's remove that one here. Remove that. Imagine being able to do this with with lines for real, and them changing all the time. You take one line one day, sorry, this is the wrong line now. If you want to go to this station, you're gonna have to change. Oh, the oddest places. Do I have another? Oh yeah, I have another line. Okay, hold on. So, like that. So I've got one of each type. Oh, not that one. Do I want though to make them all go to, because that would overcharge the line. See, I'm already overthinking this. This is supposed to be a relaxing game and I'm already overthinking this. The worst time when I've seen a French car that drove against a motorcycle and it fell against a row of motorcycle and they all dropped like dominoes and he didn't care. Was that in a movie? You sure that was for real? Oh dear. Well, maybe he had too much wine and baguette, you know. Oops. Okay, so that's a sign something's wrong. So I'm gonna add a carriage because clearly this is too busy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And so if the circle gets to the end, it's game over. Okay. Problem fixed and it's still full. This is not how the train looked like in London, by the way. Another line or another carriage? I'm gonna say another line because I got another locomotive, so I can stay for a bit longer. What's the worst I would have seen on the road? You know, funny enough, I was thinking of you the other day because I was telling my dad about how I have a friend who lives in Poland, or his family lives in Poland, and a couple of times over the summer he invited us to go for holiday. And okay, make you go like that. And so we went from France to Poland, which should be a long drive, except it wasn't because we were going through Germany and driving way too fast. And I think he was driving an Audi, like a big car that can go quite fast, right? And on the Audi, when you go over 250 kilometers an hour, you hear a little beep. You know, the car basically beeps to tell you you're going over 250. 250 being, for France, twice over the maximum. And I was kind of sleeping in the car, and every 2 seconds I was hearing beep, beep, beep. And you know, we're on the highway and I see cars, I'm like, why is this car stopped? They're like, they're not stopped, they're going full speed, we're just going so much faster. And you know, I'm smiling now, but I'm thinking, how reckless was that? That was really dumb. That was really, really dumb. Well, young and silly. Do not go too quickly on the... Or to be fair, I mean, you would know German highways tends to be quite empty, right? There's nobody. There wasn't anyone, but it still wasn't very, very clever. Oh well. Oh well. Maybe that one goes... No, maybe not. It keeps stretching. That's not okay. Okay, that one need to... Oh! Which line was that one on? Which one was this one on? That one? Okay, I need carriage now. Okay, hold on. So, you need to stop this one. Do you have a square somewhere? Yep, that one. you need to stop here. I'm gonna put you, and you, and you. Which one's struggling now? I can't even see. Sounds like so much fun, stupid but fun. That's what it was. Stupid but fun. But stupid, mostly. It's allowed here for now. Yeah, well that's what I mean. I mean, technically we weren't doing anything illegal. I mean, there were police cars and they were looking at us and they were like, So it was allowed, it's just not very clever, right? You know, don't do it. Don't, Now the worst thing is, the last time I went, on the way back, basically the person who was driving broke their foot and had one foot in a cast. And when you think, I kept saying, it's okay, I'll take a plane, I'll fly back or something. No, it's fine, I can drive. You only have one foot. You cannot drive. And we went anyway, and nothing happened, but... And they were jealous. I think pretty much any other country, you take anyone who likes driving, they're gonna be jealous of Germany for this. I think. But I don't know. It might be worth checking stats. Is it actually, in fact, more dangerous? Are there more casualties or not? Because if not, how do you explain that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough to comment. Don't you find that relaxing? That the noise of all my passengers? It's meant to be relaxing. Okay, that one needs a little bit of... I'm gonna put another one, and the red one is still struggling. What do I do? Another carriage, maybe? New locomotive, interchange. So the interchange is the larger station. So, is there like a special place that should be bigger? I think that one. Which allows me to have more people stop by, which means less people frustrated. So potentially a good one. Hold on. I don't know what's the best way is for this. Do I do like one line that does all the circle, one line that does all the triangles? It doesn't seem like the wisest idea. Have clearly not thought this through enough. Don't go that far. There's plenty of... Maybe instead of doing that, you go here. Right. It is, and it's also not smart considering the environment. As a German, you're used to it. You go insane on French highways. And do you get in trouble? Last time Lars was 3 kilometers over speed in Paris and had to pay 90. I thought it was 5. I'm fairly sure the highway codes says you can be up to 5 kilometers per hour higher. That's very strange. But yeah, 90 euros, that's... In the UK, I wouldn't know because I don't drive. I don't drive anywhere because I don't have my license. Because it's complicated. It's complicated. I did try and fail at one point, which is very frustrating. Okay, hold on. Circle here. Oh, you can take it. You can take it. Okay, this is dumb though. This is dumb. No, no, no. Let's do that one. Oh my god, it keeps popping. Like that. So it's a bit easier on red. Don't really know what I'm doing now. Okay, locomotive and line or interchange. Interchange, I think. Another big station for changes. I might put it here. Nope. Oops. That one here. Mexico. better to make it go full circle, or is this me being dumb? Because I'm thinking, I'm taking as a model the London tube, and there's actually lines that go all over. It's called the Circle line because, and it's yellow because it does a full circle. And then you've got two other lines that do a full circle like that. So it seems like it would be a good idea if the Brits are doing it. Oh my god, I've just literally said out loud why it's not a good idea. I mean, I think it's messed up now. I feel like I have too many people on all my stations. Oh no. One more. Where do I put it? The yellows. Yeah, the yellows. Okay. Another square. Which one? Okay, if I do that, much better. So we get square. Oh la 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 la. Not good, as you can tell from my my French indignation. Oh, okay. What can I do? What can I do? I have nothing more. I have nothing more. I am sorry. You're gonna have to sort yourselves out, guys. That one's coming. It's fine. It will be okay. I think the scariest moment I've had in my car, and it was not due to anything else but the weather. I was driving in a huge slope with my mom. It was a slope, it was a normal drive, but there was a giant slope and it was snowing. And it was going down and then going up, but very, 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 very bent, right? And on the way down, the car started sliding. Freaked out, but my mom was amazing, like a really, really good driver. She was really calm. She handled it like a chef. Yeah, then the car wouldn't go up, and we tried and it wouldn't go up, so gave up on that, but that was very scary. How often do you say buff? Like we say it. It's a thing with German students of French language. Like you say it, but I don't think it's not like sacre bleu, which is most definitely not something we say. We don't say that. We do not say that. That's not a thing. That hasn't existed since the 19th century. Nobody says that. But buff, yeah, you say it, but yeah, you say it. I mean, I guess it's like someone is asking you in the morning, so how are you doing today? And you're like, buff. I think that's probably the extent. That's how I say it. Oh my god, it's everywhere. Didn't I? Yeah, I created a new station. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Fixing the problem. It's the ends of stations that are... Because yeah, you should have, technically you should have less people on the extremities. That's how it works, right? Like meh. Yeah. It's exactly like meh. Meh. Oh, is probably the best comparison. This is not working. This is... look at this, it's like spaghettis. I've messed this up. I should have done nice straight lines. But the thing is, they keep popping at the most awkward time. If they all popped one after the other in a nice, in a nice organized manner, I could handle this. But this is messy. Pink, where are you? Come on, Pink. Oh my god, no, you can't skip. Locomotive, yes. Carriage, yes. Carriage, carriage here. And oh no, don't. Oh my god, is it gonna be game over here? See, German students all have the same French book, and there's a picture called Puff Face, and it's hilarious and famous. Really? Like, just my buff face for you. This is not working. This, look, it's all scrunched up anyway. There also, I don't, never really studied German, so I don't know about German students and German textbooks. But I know English textbooks, we all had the same, most people. And so you had Dave. You had Dave, I think. There was an American called Brian Cooper. I remember that. And oh, I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna blow it. Ah. Continue in endless or creative mode. What's creative mode? Creative mode. Oh, I've got all the lines. I know. Oh! Infinite amount of stuff. That's great. Great, great. So this is what I wanted, you see. Can I That's what I wanted. Because then I've got pure creativity. There is a very famous French sketch from like a French humorist about this specifically, and about how there were these stupid sentences you needed to learn, like Brian is in the kitchen and his sister Jenny is in the bathroom, and how you try so desperately to make French people say TH, and it does not work. You can try, but okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to mimic the British lines, so hold on. Central line. The red one goes from Stratford. Okay, I'm supposed to do the central line first. Central line is a circle. It's kind of a circle. There we go. That's what it looks like. Kinda. Oh, I went too far. No. There we go. There we go, that's your central line. Similar to that, but taking the middle of an O sound. What do you mean? So central line, Stratford, then goes to Bond Street and all that jazz. There we go. Then, what's dark blue? Piccadilly. Piccadilly line does this, Piccadilly Circus, Kensington. There you go. Light blue is Victoria. Victoria goes, yeah, I can't do that. I'm just gonna put Victoria in crazy ways. Buckingham Palace, Green Park. There you go. Green is District line. Where does District go? Kind of like that. Not really. It's not on that end. What's pink? There's no pink line, is there? Hammersmith in City. I know my stations. It doesn't go like that, but I'm running out of room. And Bakerloo, which is my favourite. Bakerloo, because it's between Baker Street and Waterloo. Baker Street, which is kind of here. And Waterloo is here. But where do I have room? Let's make it Waterloo for the sake of it. Bakerloo Line, which is, in London, the oldest line that you have. So it's a line where basically instead of having normal seats, you have like little couches, because it's the last line they didn't change the seats, so you have proper sofas, which is so good. I love that line, and there's never anyone in it, which is also amazing. I still remember my very first French sentence, because we had to repeat it so often on how to pronounce it. Arthur est un perroquet. Perfect spelling, by the way. The picture was taken with her mouth formed in an O. Oh. Like oh. Yeah, I get it. Arthur est un perroquet. That's lovely. That's so cute. You're French and you instantly have a parrot. It means Arthur's a parrot. Which technically is not correct because Arthur is a snake. As you know. As you know. It's me. Let me see if I... Hold on, let me see if I have a picture here of Arthur. Because I did take some pictures the other day. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually a video, so I'm hoping it translates okay. She was like smiling and all, it was really cute. Well, I think I've lost this anyway.